Okay, so we're back. This is part 2 of lesson 13, using symbols to create a map. So of course, just as you have done with brushes, etc., you can also create your own symbols. And these symbols can be made from objects that include paths and text and raster images and groups of objects. They can also include active objects such as brush strokes, blends, effects, and other symbol instances. So with the selection tool, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right side of our artboard and we're going to select the sailboat. Okay, and then what we're going to do is on the symbol panel, you have this layer down here, or this icon, new symbol, and we're going to create a new symbol. And we're going to go ahead and call this sailboat. Okay, and now you have export types. We are not exporting this to a movie, such a program such as Flash, so we're going to go ahead and export type as a graphic. Okay, and these here would be, if you selected movie clip to use in Flash, you could actually select the location, the registration, where you want the symbol's anchor point, and you can also select enable guides for 9-slice scaling if you want to use that in Illustrator or Flash. But we're going to go ahead and click OK, and now you can see that we have the new symbol, the sailboat, showing up over here to the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a sailboat and move it, and we're going to take a second one and move it as well. Okay, now again, if you remember, Shift Option, we can change the size of the sailboat. Okay, and so we're going to change it just a little bit over the other one there. And then we can go ahead and save this and get on to duplicating symbols. And sometimes you want to add a series of symbols, instances in your artwork. And so in this section, we're going to create, add, and duplicate a symbol that is a cloud. Okay, so using the selection tool, I'm going to click on the white cloud here, and I'm going to drag it off to the right edge of the artboard into the blank area of the symbols panel. And we're going to call this cloud. And we'll go ahead and keep this as graphic type and click OK. Okay. And then you can see that the cloud has been added to the symbol palette here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take this cloud and we're going to bring it over to the left of pluralist. Okay. And then what you can also do is you can also hold down your Option key and you can actually copy that instance and you can make multiple clouds. And we've done this in the other lessons. So we'll go ahead and bring that here and bring another one down here. Okay. And you can go ahead and you can, again, Option Shift to retain the proportions, or if you don't want to retain the proportions, you can just don't do Option Shift. And again, just change some of the clouds. And another thing you can do too is I'm going to select this cloud and I'm going to just on any one of the transform, the X, Y, W, or H, if you click on those, you can also edit, the registration values as well as the width and height and scale corners, etc., that we've done in other lessons. Another thing you can do here on this panel is we can do a flip horizontal, okay, and we can flip it vertically, etc. So those are other options that you have when creating symbols. So go ahead and save, and then we are going to go over replacing symbols. Okay, now what we're going to do is replace a symbol and create from, and then replace it with a new shape. So with my selection tool, I am going to select the blue cloud here, and then at the bottom of my symbols panel, I'm going to go new symbol, and we'll call this cloud 2. And again, you want to click on the graphic and then click OK. Now, what we're going to do is, again, we're going to replace the white one here with the blue one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to replace and then click on the blue panel. Now I can do that again, I can do that here as well. And you notice that because we had flipped it horizontal, that first white one, it retains that, the blue cloud had retained that orientation there. And again, I can do the same thing. I can replace all these with, you know, different symbols. And you can see how it retained the flip horizontal. Okay, so we're going to do another method here. So if I double click the cloud 2 in the symbols panel, this separate instance comes up, allowing me, and I can zoom in and I can take the direct selection tool and I can make changes to the cloud, such as this. And you can see that it's just a multitude of shapes, etc. So just to let you know that you can make changes as you wish. And again, this is just a temporary instance. And then we can go to select same, and I'm going to go fill color to select all blue shapes. Okay, and then I'm going to change the fill color to white. And then I'm just going to double click away from the symbol, and you'll notice that it has changed now, that instance, what I did previously here using the direct selection tool. Okay, so we go ahead, and next we're going to actually work on breaking a link to a symbol. So at times you need to, you know, edit specific instances on the artboard, but not necessarily all of them at the same time. So I'm going to break the link to one of the cloud symbol instances. So with the selection tool, I'm going to go ahead and, I want to make sure I'm on the regular selection tool to select the whole cloud next to the left of pluralist. And in the control panel, I'm going to click on the break link option right here. And now this symbol has become its own object of paths, and it becomes a mixed object. And you can see up here where it says mixed object. And I will be able to see the actual anchor points here that I can use to edit this. And we'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit, just Command plus, use your space bar and bring it down. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the direct selection tool. We're just going to change the size. Of the big one here. Actually, I think I can just use the regular selection tool, change the size. Okay, and bring it down a little bit. And you can see it's just kind of all fitting in there. I can go over and do the direct selection tool again, select a piece, and then go to the direct selection tool and change how that looks as well. Okay, but it's doing this all independently of the other shapes that were in my symbol object here. Okay, So what we're going to do is, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go select same fill color, and we're going to change the fill color to blue. Oops.